The Story of an Horror by Kate Chopin. The story was published in 1894 as The Dream of an Horror before being republished under this title in 1890s. Knowing this rises, Malaz was afflicted with a heart troubles, great care was taken to break to her as gently as possible the news of her husband's death. It was her sister, Josephine, who saw her in broken sentence, released in that reliable reveled in her counseling. Her husband's friend Richard was there too. Near her, it was he who had been in the newspaper office when intelligence of the Rhinos disaster was received which friendly Malaz name reaching the list of killers. Him has only taken the time to assure himself of its trust by a second telegram and has hastened to forestall any less careful, less tender friends in bearing the said message. She did not hear the story as many women have heard the same, with a paralyzed inability to accept its significance. She wept as one with sudden feels abandonment in her sister's arms when the storm of grief had spent itself. She went away to her room alone. She would have no one follow her. She did not hear the story as many women have heard the same, with a paralyzed inability to accept its significance. She wept as one with sudden wild abandonment in her sister's arms when the storm of grief had spent itself. She went away to her room alone. She would have no one follow her. There stood, facing the east open windows, as comfortable roomies, armchairs, into dizzy sang, pressed down by a physical exhaustion that haunted her body and seemed to reach into her soul. She could see in the open square before her house the top of trees that were all equivalent with the new spring rise. The delicious breeze of rain burst in the air. In the streets below, a peddler was crying his wares. The notes of a distant song which someone was singing reached her friendly and countless sparrow just twittering in the airways. There were patches of blue sky showing just and trees saw the clothes that had met meet and pillars on above the other in the west facing her windows. She sat with her head thrown back upon the cushion of the chair. Quest was sunless except when the soup came up into her throat and shook hers. As a child who half glorious is said to sleep continued to sob in its dream. She was young, with a fair, calm face, those lines with bespoke expression and even a certain strength, but now there was a dull stare in her eyes, whose glass was fixed away off yonder once on the dust patch of blue sky. It was not the grain of reflection, but rather indicated a suspension of intelligent through. There was something coming to her, and she was waiting for it fearfully. What was it? She did not know. It was too subtle and elusive to name, but she felt it creeping out of the reaching towards her through the sound, the skin, the colors that fill the air. Now her bosom rose and fell tumultuously. She was beginning to recognize this thing that was approaching to possess her, and she was trying to beat it back with her will as powerless as her two fine, slender hands would have been. When she abandoned herself a little, whispered words escaped her slightly past its lips. She said this over and over under the breeze. Free, free, free. The vacant star and the look of terror that has pulverized its brain went from her eyes. The stray skin and spring. Her pulses beat fast, and the coursing blood warms and elicits every inch of her body. She did not stop to ask if it was only not a monstrous joy that had her a clear and exalted possession enabled enabled her to dismiss the suggestion was trivial. She knew thus that she would weep again when she saw the kind, tender hands folded in dice. Yes, the face that has never looked herself with love upon her features and grace, and yet did what she saw beyond that bitter moments a long procession of years to come that would belong to her absolutely, and she opened and split her arm out to them in welcome. The movie no one to live for during those coming years. She would live for her share. There would be no powerful will bending her in that blind persistent with when and women believe they have a right to impose a private viewpoint, a fellow creature, a kind intention of or a gross intention made the act seem no less a crime as she locates viewpoints in that brief moment of illumination. And yet she had loved him sometime. Often she had not. What did it matter? Was good love? The answer was mysteries count for in the face of this possession of self-assertion, which she suddenly recognized as the truest impulse of her beings. Freeze, body and soul freeze, she kept whispering. Josephine was kneeling before the closed door, with her lips to the keyhole, imploring for admission. Louis opened the door. Alex, open the door. You will make yourself ill. What are you doing? Louis, for heaven's sake, open the door. Go away. I am not asking myself. Yes. No. She was drinking in a very leisure of light through that open window. Her face was running. He was along Thursdays, a list of hers, spring days and summer days, and all sorts of days that would be her own. She predicted a quick prayer that life might be long. It was only yesterday she had with a shutter that light might be long. She rose at length and opened the door to her sister's importunity. There was a feverish gleam in her eyes, and she closed herself unwittingly like a goddess of victory. She clasped her sister's waist, and together they descended the stair. Richard stood reaching for them at the bottom. Someone was opening the front door with a latch. It was plainly Malas, who entered Richard were strangers compositely carrying his gripsack and umbrella. He had been far from the scene of the accident, and did not even know there had been one. He stood amazed at just been piercing cries as Richard Chris motioned to screen him from the view of his fine. When the doctors came desperate, she had died just of her disease of the shortest care. On the way, beautified HTML, CSS, JavaScript codes before a website goes live to increase performance.